Hello friends, welcome to this series in which we are discussing the multiple choice questions from the Indian polity. So this is the 8th video in that series. If you want to see the previous 7 videos, do check out on our YouTube channel. Let us start. So after every question, I will be taking a pause of 3 to 4 seconds in which you should pause the video and try to attempt the question yourself. At the end of the video, you should count your score and mention in the comment section so that you can evaluate yourself as well as compare with others. So the first question is, an Australian citizen staying in India cannot claim the right to. The options are A. Equality before the law, B. Protection of life and personal liberty, C. Freedom of trade and profession, or D. Freedom of religion. The correct option is C. Freedom of trade and profession. So there are certain fundamental rights which are not available to aliens. So since an Australian citizen is not a citizen of India and is an alien, there are certain articles which are not applicable to aliens. For example, Articles 15 that talks about equality of opportunity in educational institutions, Article 16 that prohibits any kind of discrimination in public employment, then Article 19 that talks about various types of freedoms, then Articles 29 and Article 30 that give special privileges to minorities. So these 5 articles cannot be availed by non-citizens, and these are exclusive to the citizens of India. And since the freedom of trade and profession falls under Article 19, it is not available to an Australian citizen. Second question, which of the following rights was described by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as the heart and soul of the Constitution of India? So the options are A. Right to freedom of speech and expression, B. Right to constitutional remedies, C. Right to life and personal liberty, or D. Right to equality. The correct option is B. Right to constitutional remedies. So according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the right to constitutional remedies under Article 32 of the Constitution was the heart and soul of the Constitution, for the simple reason that if this article is not available, the entire Part 3, that is, the entire fundamental rights part of the Constitution, will be of no significance. And the reason for that is that Article 32 provides the fundamental right to every citizen of India to directly approach the Supreme Court of India in case any of the fundamental rights is violated. So under the Article 32, there are 5 writs in the form of habeas corpus that can be filed against illegal detention. Then there is certiorari and prohibition. So these 2 writs can be issued against judicial or non-judicial authorities to stop them from exceeding their jurisdiction. Then there is the writ of mandamus that can be issued against any public servant to ask him to perform his official duties. And the last is the writ of quo warranto, by which a public servant can be asked to prove by which warrant or authority he is occupying a particular public office. So these 5 writs are provided in Article 32, and these can be filed directly in the Supreme Court or High Courts of India. The High Courts get the same power under Article 226. That is why this article is described by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as the heart and soul of the Constitution. Question number 3. Choose the correct statement. A. Article 18 prohibits untouchability. B. Right to property is a legal right but not a fundamental right. C. Some of the fundamental rights are not available to citizens of India. Or D. All statements are incorrect. The correct statement is option B. Right to property is a legal right but not a fundamental right. So statement A, Article 18 prohibits untouchability, is incorrect because it is actually Article 17 that prohibits untouchability, and Article 18 actually abolishes the titles. Also, the third statement that some of the fundamental rights are not available to the citizens of India is wrong because there is no such fundamental right which is not available to citizens of India. So it would have been non-citizens, then this statement would have been correct. Fourth question, which of the following does not fall under the definition of state as per Article 12 of the Constitution? The options are A. Legislative Council of a state, B. Non-statutory public corporation, C. Block Samiti, or D. Private company. The correct option is D. Private company. So Article 12 lays down the definition of state as per Part 3 for the purpose of interpretation under Part 3 of the Constitution, and it lays down the definition in the form of executive and legislative organs of the center. The second is executive and legislative organs of the states. The third is statutory and non-statutory corporations of public. And the fourth is Panchayati Raj institutions and urban local bodies. That is the third tier of the governance in India. So the Legislative Council of a state falls under the legislature of a state. The non-statutory public corporations falls under the third category, and the Block Samiti falls under the Panchayati Raj institutions category. Therefore, a private company is not a state as per the definition provided under the Article 12 of the Constitution of India. Fifth question, which of the following fundamental rights are not available to the enemy aliens? The options are A. Right to life and personal liberty, B. Right against unlawful detention, C. Freedom of speech and expression, or D. All of the above. Correct option is D. All of the above. So the question does not talk about an alien, rather the question is asking about an enemy alien, and none of the fundamental rights is available to an enemy alien. Therefore, all the fundamental rights right from Article 12 to Article 35 are not applicable on any enemy alien. So an enemy alien is one, the citizen of a country with which India is at war. So during the time of war, if government of India has declared any country to be an enemy country, so any citizen of that country is considered to be an enemy alien. So none of the fundamental rights is available to that enemy alien. As opposed to this, there are friendly aliens to whom the fundamental rights under Articles 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30 are not available. Other than that, all other fundamental rights are available. So there is a fine distinction between enemy aliens and friendly aliens, which you should not forget. Sixth question, choose the incorrect statement vis-a-vis equal protection of laws under Part 3 of the Constitution of India. The options are A. The concept has been taken from the American Constitution. B. It means equality of treatment under equal circumstances. C. Both A and B. Or D. None of the above. So the correct option is D. None of the above. See, the question is asking about the incorrect statement. Therefore, none of the above is an incorrect statement. Actually, both of them are correct. So the concept of equal protection of laws is taken from America, and it means equality of treatment under equal circumstances. Seventh question, which of the following landmark judgments of the Supreme Court of India put a 50% ceiling on caste-based reservation in India? The options are A. M. Nagaraj case, B. Keshwanand Bharti case, C. UP Power Corporation case, or D. Indira Sani case. The correct option is D. Indira Sani case. So in this particular judgment in the year 1992, the Supreme Court had laid down various guidelines for providing reservations to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in education and jobs. So the Supreme Court in this judgment had put a 50% ceiling on any type of reservation that is caste based. Eighth question, which of the following is not a reasonable restriction on the right to freedom of speech and expression in the Constitution of India? The options are A. Public order, B. Defamation, C. Personal necessity, or D. Decency or morality. The correct option is C, personal necessity. So there is no such reasonable restriction provided under Article 19 Clause 2 of the Constitution of India. So Article 19 Clause 1 subclause A talks about the freedom of speech and expression, and Article 19 Clause 2 talks about the reasonable restrictions that can be imposed on such a freedom. So there are a number of restrictions, but personal necessity is not one of them. So public order is a reasonable restriction, defamation is a reasonable restriction, and decency or morality also has to be maintained while exercising the freedom of speech and expression. Ninth question, which of the following types of minorities have been granted rights under the Constitution of India? The options are A, religious and ethnic minorities, B, cultural and caste minorities, C, linguistic and religious minorities, or D, ethnic and cultural minorities. The correct answer is C, linguistic and religious minorities. So the Constitution recognizes only two types of minorities for the purpose of protecting their rights, and they are linguistic and religious minorities. A religious minority is someone who is less as far as religion is concerned, and a linguistic minority is a group of people who speak a language that a minority or a less number of people speak. So only these two types of minorities have been granted protections under the Constitution of India. The 10th and the last question is, you have to choose the incorrect pair. So option A, Article 22 talks about the prohibition of human trafficking. Option B, Article 27 talks about freedom from taxation for promotion of a religion. Option C, Article 20 talks about protection in respect of conviction for offences. Or option D, Article 19 Clause 1 subclause D gives the freedom of movement throughout India. The correct answer is A, Article 22, prohibition of human trafficking. It is actually Article 23 that prohibits human trafficking. All other are correctly matched. So you can evaluate yourself. If you have scored in these two categories, you are doing really fine. If you have scored in this category, you can scale up to this category with a little bit of hard work. But if you are in this category, you need to work really hard so as to climb till here. So thank you everyone. Also share your scores in the comment section. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section and I shall answer them in the next video. So thank you for watching.